Welcome to the weekly update number 31. So, this is going up on a Sunday rather than Saturday. I was away on Saturday. To be fair, it didn't even occur to me that it was Saturday. But anyway, so we're getting this on. What? I've been kind of busy this week. You'll notice the shelving's actually changed. I'm actually currently streaming right now. Yeah, so I don't know. Sometimes I do filming while I'm streaming. Anyway, so this week's been quite productive. If I'd filmed this yesterday, you would have seen some of it on here. But you know, if you watch the TikTok account or you watch the main channel, you'll see it on the main channel May 4th. We got the Clone Army filmed and sorted out. So I've just been going through some figures and trying to get them back on the shelves. Very big video. Took up a vast majority of the floor. Was very, very hard to do. Especially with vehicles. Like, so when I bought things like the dropship and, you know, more Archon 70s, which is a set I have picked up recently. I don't believe we talked about that one yet. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm trying to remember what is new and what kind of isn't new. But something I did pick up is quite cool because I had this idea. It's the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith, and I want to do some Revenge of the Sith related content. So I picked up this. I have built it on stream last night. I also have a stool now. And it is the Palpatine shuttle from 2010. Got some really cool figures in this one. The Vader transformation. Something pretty cool we don't get on boxes now that we did used to get on boxes, by the way. Got the other sets in the wave. I do own two of those sets. I don't have the Slave one, but that's a potential set to grab at some point. So let's put that down there until I get around to reviewing it. So there is that. But yeah, the Clone Army is all sorted. The videos on TikTok have done really well in relation to that. We're a few days away from the launch of the Lego UCS Slave 1. So I initially had the idea that I wanted to go and buy it and do a video going to buy it. But I don't know if it's practical, and also I'm not available. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it. See, I'm night shift that day because this week I'm working nights. And I will not be able to be up that Lego store that early in the morning. There's no danger, and especially after one of those shifts, I don't want to. So I'm going to be waiting at midnight to order the set. Hopefully we don't have the same issue that occurred the last time I tried buying a set on release. If any of you guys are aware of the story on that one, I've told it a couple of times on TikTok Live, but I'll tell it here. Second a drink. So when this set, the UCS sail barge, released on Lego.com back in October last year, I was there sitting down on that bed by me, refreshing my phone, refreshing it, trying to, you know, once it was live and available to go get. The issue I actually ran into was I went, the way my bank works, like, okay, you're spending more than 100, okay, we want you to confirm by putting in your passwords and blah, 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 blah. So I'll go into my bank app to do it, like, try to be as quick as possible, get it done. And the irritating thing is like, oh, by the way, we'd like you to reset all your passwords and stuff. Let's get that done. And I was so annoyed. And by the time I'd done that, I wasn't able to buy any of the immediate shipment. I had to buy back ordered ones, or it went straight to back order. So hopefully I don't have that issue when buying the Slave one. I wonder how I'm gonna feel about this. This is the original one. I wonder what my view on that will be once I do that. Another thing I've done this week is I finally got rid of that acrylic display case the DeLorean was sitting on top of. It's a cool case, one of those cheap ones you see for like 12, 13 quid that you can source off Amazon. And I'll admit, for the longest time, it was a good idea. I liked it, it worked. My problem was, whenever you wanted to open it, it would crack. Sometimes it would, parts of it started cracking, so I got rid of it. And I've spread out my custom figures on my shelf. I kind of want to show some of these off, because they're not something I've shown off on here. They've been shown off on TikTok and perhaps on the main channel. We've got these two Coruscant Riot Troopers up here. And the cool part is, not a lot of custom clone makers do clones in the 2008 style. Everyone does it in the modern style, so they would match. But I like the fact they look like they came out in 2009 and 10. Same with these two ones with the boil, and that's Red Eye and Mixer from the 501st. We got that. It's called a horned clone. These two and these two made by a guy on Instagram called Tom Builds. That one is made by another guy on Instagram called Figfa Labs. I will point out there's no figures really apart from these ones on the Revenge of the Sith shelf. The reason is I've been going through all the minifigures, and redoing my shelving, and I've got all the Revenge of the Sith stuff in this bag, and got that really nice custom Magna Guards. A few of my custom minifigures are actually in here. Can we spot any of them? That Dooku there is a custom complete saga version. So Commander Bakara there. I'm not seeing the other ones. They are in here, it's just maybe they're in the middle of the bag. On here we've got a really cool Boba Fett in the flesh tone because that's his original yellow version. We've got, you know, this is my TC14 that I got to make look like the complete saga. I got Zero the Hutt there. You know, I've got a whole bunch of my custom clones. I've had these for a couple of years now. I remember buying these off Minifig Customs UK, and these were special edition when he released these. These were the 5s in Echo. So pretty cool. It's got Admiral Akbar over here, which that one stands out. What else we got? Looking around trying to find them. We got this Han Solo. So normally I was using this one here from 2010, but the complete saga looking one, it just kind of made sense. Looks pretty cool. And up here I've got a complete set. Obviously you've seen the Banfa, but we've got the look from that as well. Enough showing off kind of figures, but we managed to get the Clone Army and that done. Really my goal for this week, I've got 2 more sets coming in I'm planning to do live builds of on TikTok. And it's the 2005 Darth Vader's transformation. I'm kind of doing a thing with Revenge of the Sith sets for the anniversary. No, I'm not planning to go see it in cinemas, even though at least in the UK it's been released. I saw it last year in the cinemas. And yeah, it was a crazy experience. I was born in 2003, so I wasn't able to go see it when it released because I was 2. But I saw it last year back in September, I want to say, because theatre near me was just every Wednesday, or it's either Wednesday or Sunday, or maybe both, were showing Star Wars movies, starting with episode 1, going through them all. And me and a friend of mine just went to go see Revenge of the Sith. So I've had the experience of seeing it in the cinema, so I'm not gonna book a day off of work now to go do it. Plus I wouldn't be able to the way the movie's coming out anyway. So there is that, but I'm trying to, you know, I also bought the 2000, it was part of a bulk deal with the Vader transformation. It was the Clone Scout Walker from 05. So I'm planning to buy maybe the Anakin Starfighter versus Vulture Droid. I might probably end up picking that one up because it's one of those ones that's relatively cheap on the used market. Plus I can get it even cheaper because I don't need the Anakin because I've got the Anakin and the R2 is just the R2 dome. But yeah, so for the next week I'm planning to get those out, possibly get them reviewed. I need to get some content going for the channel. I'm slightly behind on getting things filmed. So what I'll do is, these videos are filmed roughly the day on or the day before, in this case the day after. But the main channel's videos are all filmed in one go, usually on one day, just to have them all ready and they'll upload in sequence. And the most recent thing uploaded to there is this, the Scarab attack from Pharaoh's Quest. And the way I want to do the Pharaoh's Quest sets is once a month I do a Pharaoh's Quest set. So I need to get myself some content for Tuesday. Don't know what I'm going to do yet. Who knows? But anyway, that's kind of the weekly update. There's not a whole lot to talk about, but at the same time we kind of had some stuff to talk about, which is kind of cool. Something that was kind of cool is this is a gift from a friend of mine, by the way. I should probably show off. Oh, live stream viewers, I've not seen this yet. This is one of these Hasbro light up lightsabers, by the way. I do have a dark saber as well. I just know I kind of just remembered I had that. I'm like, do you know what? I kind of need to show that off. He's probably going to the friend that gave me that is probably going to comment about it. Anyway, I'll see you guys next video. I'm going to try and have some content out this week. There was no content between the last weekly update and this one, but I am working nights this week, so it's going to be very difficult. But I'll see you guys later on.